Through your efforts, we were able to save almost 100 Elydians from certain death. As for Lieutenant Bedrosian, well, Val will do her best, but the prognosis isn't very encouraging.
Lieutenant Bedrosian went above and beyond her duty. She deserves a commendation.
I'll see what I can do.
Commander Rydek, I heard what you did. The sacrifice you made for our sake. You saved not only my life, but the lives of my crew. An incredibly heroic deed. All of Elydia is in your debt. We cannot thank you enough.
Just doing our duty, Admiral. I'm sure you understand. If you'll excuse us.
Of course.
How are we getting our away team back?
Ambassador Spock and the rest of the senior staff are waiting for us in the briefing room to discuss just that. I wanted a chance for you and I to speak first, given the circumstances. While protocol might suggest we alert Starfleet about our situation, missing crew, the data breach, possible threat from the Hatari, or Khan, I think we're better off keeping this to ourselves, under our control. You know what's at stake for me here, and what is at stake for you, too. I can't afford another mission gone wrong, and I'm really counting on your support. I don't want to raise a false alarm just yet. I have every confidence we can wrap this up before it gets any worse than it already is.
I'm sorry, Captain, but this isn't about you. The lives of everyone who wears a uniform are at stake.
I don't see it that way.
We're ready in the briefing room, Captain.
On our way. Is there any update on our efforts to trace the Zeldy's warp signature?
Unfortunately, no. Somehow they were able to mask the signature and block our ability to track their trajectory.
I'm also concerned about what went with them. A Taconian energy source.
Sidron referred to it as the Cartabula.
Yes, I've been analyzing your tricorder scans. This Cartabula is more powerful than any energy source on record. It disabled our ability to warp and likely created the ion storm.
We have to find that ship.
It could be anywhere by now.
Literally anywhere.
I have faith in our away team. They won't give up easily, and if they can somehow manage to stay alive, then maybe they could get word to us about their location.
That'd be a hell of a lucky break.
Right now, we need all the luck we can get. The Takan also compromised our systems when Petty Officer Maris stole data from our computer core.
We're assessing what was lost as we speak. It's just too soon to say exactly what they had access to.
Starfleet needs to know about this.
We're not contacting Starfleet until we fully understand the situation. There are too many unknowns.
They stole our data. That's reason enough to warn Starfleet.
But the captain does have a point. It might be better to wait until we know more.
We either sound the alarm prematurely and look bad if nothing comes of it, or we keep this to ourselves and take the blame when it blows up in our face. Either way, we can't afford to get this wrong.
Indecision is not without its own consequences.
I want to speak with the Hotari and get to the bottom of this before we get Starfleet involved.
I expect we'll meet resistance. The Hotari think we violated our neutrality by entering their minds. Assuming the negotiations are off, we no longer have an official role here.
We still have a responsibility to the Hotari and the Elydians.
The Takan are a threat to both their civilizations.
No. They're a threat to us all. The device Commander Rydek found in the Taconian Vault is an advanced delivery mechanism for a complex biogenetic transformation process.
Meaning what, exactly?
Not only are they bioforming innocent hosts, transforming them into Takan, they're taking the DNA and engrammatic data of a specific Taconian and displacing that of its host. It's a hostile takeover on a cellular level, bringing individual Takan back to life, one by one.
Is there some way it could be reversed?
That's exactly what I've been trying to find out. So far, it appears the answer is no. Once the Taconian takes control, the displacement of the host is irreversible. And the bioforming appears to be permanent. Petty Officer Maris called herself a scion of the Flame, but the computer had no information about it.
She also shot the hell out of my ship as she escaped and nearly killed a few of our crew. So we know this about those scions. They're dangerous.
The Takan have crossed a line. That much is certain. However, meeting with the Hotari could offer insight into their true intentions. Under the pretense of an apology for betraying their trust and trespassing on their territory.
What if there are no Hotari left? If Galvin and Sidron were Takan, who else? The Queen?
I think we would know if that were the case. We'll take every precaution.
With the Cartabula gone, I can confirm we have regained warp capability and the use of our transporters.
Excellent. Commander Ermot, see if we can arrange a meeting on Hotari as soon as possible. As Ambassador Spock suggested, under the pretense of an apology.
Aye, Captain.
Nice work, everyone.
You're long overdue for a Diridium infusion.
It looks like I am.
I'll give you two a moment, but she needs her rest.
I understand.
Commander Rydek? Is that you? I thought I heard your voice.
How are you feeling?
Better, I guess. But my head's still ringing. Before you say anything, I just want you to know I don't blame you for what happened. I heard that last transport made it through. That was our mission, to save lives. So, I'm glad it was a success. And Dr. Duval tells me she can get me my sight back. Eventually. I just hope this isn't the end of my career. Can't be much of a tactical officer if you can't see what's coming. But this is all I've ever wanted to do.
The latest advancements in vision enhancement are truly remarkable. I wouldn't be surprised if you came back better than you ever were.
I just want to be able to see again. That's all I'm asking.
All right, you two. Lieutenant Bedrosian needs her rest, and you have an infusion waiting for you.
I will check in on you soon. I promise.
I'm gonna hold you to it.
Aside from almost running out of Diridium, you're in good health.
Nice to get some positive news for a change.
You I don't worry about. The captain, however...
Go on.
You see it, don't you? He's desperate. Withholding intel from Starfleet just to save his reputation. That's not normal behavior for a captain. And you've dodged the issue. We can't make mistakes. Might go down as the most obvious thing a first officer ever said. You've spent enough time with him now. Seen enough of how he runs the ship. If there's something wrong, as the ship's doctor, I need to know. Don't sugarcoat it. You know I wouldn't.
To be honest, I'm worried about him. It seems like the stress of this mission is getting to him. He has so much riding on its success, and I am concerned he'll do something rash to ensure it.
Good to know we see eye to eye on this. And I want to be clear, I care about Solano, I really do. I've been his doctor for years. There are more important things at stake than offending an old friend. If it gets any worse, you know where to find me.
Jara.
Monitor your duridium levels. I'll be right back.
How's your wound?
Like it was never there. I feel lucky you were there with me. Without you, I'd be, well... Thank you for saving my life. Even with the wonders of your technology, it wouldn't have mattered if you'd left me for dead.
You're welcome. Just doing my job.
I'll never forget it. We saw the truth down in those mines. What Sidron and Galvin really are. Who they've become. The lengths they're willing to go to. What they did to that Lydian. It's hard to accept that everything I thought I knew, so much was a lie. The horror of that underneath our feet the entire time.
What we learned down there will help us win this fight. Truth is power, and we'll use that to stop Galvin and Sidron.
If you're right, then it was worth it. I truly hope you're right.
Commander Rydek, you're needed on the bridge at once.
What is it?
The Hotari have agreed to meet.
They haven't found us yet.
We can't just wait to be rescued. We have no idea when or if the Resolute is gonna catch up. But if we can get access to the Zeldi systems, we might be able to figure out what the Takan are up to. You got somewhere we could do that? Based on how this is reinforced, it probably contains dilithium. Stray phaser blast could cause a piezoelectric rupture and blow a hole in the ship. Better be careful.
Come on, Carter. We need to stick with the tall guy.
Up there? All right. Etzelar, let's do this.
The internal sensors.
The what?
When they scan the ship for life signs, they'll know right where we are.
There must be devices that perform the scan.
Right there. And there. There's several of them around the room.
Got it. We'll disable them.
How? They're too high to reach, even for me.
Not too high for our phasers.
Low power, Nelly. Let's not set off any fire alarms.
I got the ones over here.
You got one. Another down.
Hurry, Carter!
I am. Only one left.
Here it comes. It worked. They won't be able to detect us.
That buys us some time.
Now that the Zeldi has its power again, I might be able to access some of the ship's systems from here. I'll take care not to give away our position.
The Takan Takhan might not even know we're still on board this ship. Miranda only saw us transport away. She probably thinks we're back on the Resolute.
Miranda.
Don't give up on her yet, Carter. For all we know, she was trapped, watching it happen. Fighting it the whole time.
It never hurts to hold on to hope. Especially when it's someone you care about.
And I know it looks bad, but we're gonna get her back. I won't let her go. I know it seems like we could never trust her again. But maybe there's a way to turn her back and Miranda could help us stop the Takhan. Here, on the ship. Just because the Trill joining is permanent doesn't mean the Takhan bioforming has to be.
I've heard enough of your prattling on about your friend. You have to think like a soldier. She's our enemy now. She'll be dealt with like the rest of the Takhan.
My friend Miranda is not responsible for what she's doing. The Takhan have taken control of her mind. We certainly can't kill her for it.
Speak for yourself. If anyone threatens the Empire, they are the enemy. It's just one life, and it's already been lost.
You don't get to talk about Miranda.
You don't get to ignore the truth.
We don't like this any more than you do. The Takhan are a threat to all of us. They turned our crewmates too. Do you really think they're gonna stop there?
No.
And yet we still risked our lives to come help you, and not everyone made it.
I'll grant that you showed your grit and effectiveness. More than I can say about accessing ship systems. They've blocked out helm control, propulsion. They're closing down systems faster than I can check them. They're always changing these interfaces. I can hardly keep up.
Let us help.
Fine. They're using a senior officer's access code to lock down our systems from the bridge. The Takhan must have turned someone in command.
Here's something. I can see the course they have plotted in. Long way from Hotari space.
I hope the Resolute is all right back there.
The Zeldi. That's where we are.
That's not exactly news.
The Lydian fleet has explored a lot of systems, but it's all in the opposite direction of where we're going. We're headed to the edge of the galaxy.
Nothing but uninhabited systems along the way. And if we keep going, we'll leave charted space. A lot sooner than I like to think about, too.
That can't happen. We need to take control and turn this ship around. Get back to the front lines of the battle for Elydia.
We are on the front lines. They're going to do this all over the Quadrant. The whole Federation is at risk.
That is a possibility, but it's already a reality for my people.
I'm sure it's pretty damn real for the people who are trapped in their own bodies controlled by the Takhan. You can't just turn your back on them.
I'll take this ship without you if I have to. And I'll bring it back to Elydia, or I'll destroy it. I won't let it stay in the hands of the enemy.
Think strategically. We stand a better chance by working together. You're right to be angry, but it doesn't do any good to turn it on us.
Fair enough.
The most important thing is that we get control of this ship, so that we don't end up so far away that the Resolute can't ever catch up to us.
And if we control the Zeldi, that also means they can't use that Cartabula thing.
I'm not sure we can do much more from here.
What's this? It's a data stream.
It looks to be a two-way communication.
Let me see if I could put it through a demultiplexing processor.
Can you get that clearer?
I'm trying. Okay. That should do it.
Hello? Can you read me?
Itasca, is that you?
Major!
It's my lieutenant. Where are you?
I'm here with some of the others. We're trapped in the ATP.
Our artillery targeting platform.
The bulkheads are sealed, and ruptured power conduits on the other side are discharging at high voltage. Major, we've seen Sidron and the other Hatari, and if we can get free, I think we'll be able to overpower them and take back the ship.
Itasca, are you still there? Itasca, are you still there?
You shouldn't trust anyone else you meet. The Hatari have been transforming people on the ship. We've seen it happen.
Bioforming.
It's only a matter of time before any remaining crew are turned against us. You have to come and help us.
I gotta ask, are you sure that's really your comrade?
It's Itasca. You're going to have to trust me. I know Lieutenant Itasca well. That's her. Clear and not under duress beyond our current circumstances. I'm sure of it.
Trust goes both ways. We trust you. You trust us.
I'll go with that. Until you give me reason not to.
Back at you, Stretch.
We'll make it to you undetected, and we'll free you from the ATP.
We'll be ready and waiting, sir.
I may not know the computers very well, but I know every inch of this ship. I can get us there, safely, through the back routes.
You may approve.
Oh, can you hear me now? Hey everyone, sorry, I had the microphone turned off.
Apology is in order.
Oops. Sorry guys.
Apologies, your excuses, your pathetic explanations. You said you were here under the pretense of peace, yet you trespassed into our minds.
Hey Bird, probably left already. Hey Josh Reed. Hey Joe. Hey Thomas. Hey John.
Just a ruse to conceal your true intentions.
We don't want peace. We had to find the truth. I'm the one responsible. We had to find the truth. All right.
We knew you were hiding something.
Sorry.
We had to find the truth.
I hit the wrong thing when I was trying to turn off the window capture I was using last night. I'm stupid.
You found.
Your Majesty, if I may.
Her actions nearly caused a war.
I was addressing the Queen.
Hey, Bird.
Galvin speaks for the Hotari now.
Fortunately, we were able to resolve this ourselves despite your interference. The Illydians have agreed the mines will remain under Hotari control.
We now recognize the Hotari as the sole authority in this region. Your presence here is no longer necessary.
So you can consider the matter resolved.
That makes no sense why you would switch all of a sudden.
That makes no sense. What did they do to you?
They convinced us that this was the best deal we were going to get.
I thank you for coming. But the sooner the Federation leaves, the better.
The hell we will.
Captain.
What about my crew trapped aboard
Everybody
that
moved
ship?
up and down.
Or what you did to my security team? The day
Oh,
you
nephew is playing with the controls.
I want to make one thing clear. No one is to leave Hotari space without Federation approval. No one.
You think you have that power, when in fact you have none. You came here under the presumption you would be the ultimate authority. That you would show up and render
We are
judgment
the ultimate
in this
authority.
dispute over precious resources between lesser people. But instead, your arrogance and self-interest was your undoing. blinding you to the real power at work here. Something far beyond your feeble imagination.
Time to drop the hammer. We know you're Takan.
Enough of this nonsense. You're not fooling anyone. We know you're Takan.
Takan. A word I haven't heard in a very long time. At the height of our power, the Takan Empire spanned hundreds of thousands of light years and trillions of Taconians.
An empire that encompassed what is now considered Federation territory.
What's yours?
Always will be
was once
Federation
ours.
territory.
So it feels only right that we reclaim what was lost. Everything you hold dear will be gone. The first of many painful losses to come.
You don't scare us.
That may play well with your bioformed friends. But your empty threats don't scare us.
Just a friendly word of caution. You'll know when I'm threatening you. You might be surprised how many want to be part of the most advanced civilization the galaxy has ever seen. We will
The
not
Iconians?
stop until we've reclaimed what is rightfully ours. Imagine what a queen, a starship captain, or even a Federation ambassador could accomplish if their power was wielded by a truly superior entity. In the face of such impossible odds against an adversary so clearly more advanced in every way, the only logical choice is to submit.
Never.
Tell him, Spock. Oh no, he's got the
Seize them.
Get us out of here, now!
Rydick to Resolute. Beam us out.
You ever done something like this before?
Close quarters combat? Infiltrating an enemy stronghold?
Something like that.
I once spent 6 days crawling through sewers during the siege of Tofar Ket to retake the citadel there. That's just one of many campaigns I've served in. My dress uniform is well decorated. I can assure you of that.
I'm sure you've given yourselves plenty of medals.
I'm glad we're here with you. We need your kind of experience.
I should say you do. And I'll be glad to have Lieutenant Itasca with us. She fought shoulder to shoulder with me in that siege.
So you're pretty close, huh?
She's like a daughter to me. She's saved my life more than once. She's more than just a comrade in arms.
must be a good soldier. Don't get your hopes up. We'll free her. We'll free her.
Don't worry. We'll get her and the others free.
I'll worry less when that's been done. But once we have my comrades, proper soldiers, we'll be able to retake the bridge. Then, our fleets will catch up to us. The ATP is just down that corridor.
Uh-oh. I don't think you want your fleet to catch up to you. They've all been changed.
Is this the artillery platform?
This is the power distribution for the forward armament cluster. There was combat here. Disruptor burns on the walls. Signs of a grenade detonation.
If there was a fight, the Takan might still be nearby.
Maybe my people killed them.
Or they could be waiting for us.
And that's a problem for when we meet them.
The distribution conduits have been knocked loose. The current of those lines would be lethal. Is there any way to power those down?
Each circuit has a control panel that regulates power to the magnetobanks.
I can track connections between the power lines and the control panels. I should be able to clear a safe path to your crew.
We'll get the door open here.
How strong she is.
It's heavy.
Not coming with? Oh. Assuming we have to go around now. I know. Thanks.
You! Federation, you made it.
Barely. There's a lot of collateral damage out here.
They backed us into a corner.
We did that to drive them out. Put some space between us and the enemy. They're here. Get down!
I think they've given up on capture.
We'll never make it if we go back that way. You, give me a hand with this! Go! Go! Behind us!
Object with explosion thing. Alright, small delay before the explosion triggers.
Federation, you take the lead. We'll keep them busy.
Fall back!
You're failing your mission. What are you doing?
Hold them back! We can't let them reach the stairs!
God damn it. Ah. Alright, at least we don't have to do all of it over again. Alright, this time avoid getting shot. Kinda dumb you can only get shot 3 times. You should have just like a power bar. And you should be able to move around too. Kind of annoying that you're just kind of stuck behind cover and it's just pop up and shoot. What? Oh, that explosion worked real well. Oh, god damn it.
Fall back!
Attempt number 3.
Hold it back! We can't let him reach the stairs!
I see, I didn't realize the last 2 times that they came from both sides.
No! You can't just run in there.
Must live to fight.
Maybe you shouldn't stand in the open and discuss this and just go run for cover, idiots.
We let the enemy take them. Hadri and Private Turo.
They weren't the only ones. But if we hadn't, it would have been all of us. I'll have to live with that, and I'll answer for it when I die.
You're being far too intimate with someone that you think of as a daughter.
It's a sin to do so.
I know what it is like. We keep fighting. You had to do it. We keep fighting. We're not cowards.
We're not gonna die. Not if I have anything to say about it.
It's more important that we win. When we were in there,
I was doing better this morning. I played a few games late last night because I couldn't sleep, and then this morning I played a game and won all 3 games. So I'm doing a little bit better. Just kind of going back to just basic gameplay and not trying to put massive hands together anymore.
They want to steal their bodies. And steal their minds.
The Takan knows everything the host knows.
That means they know our plan. They know we're heading
Probably
to
be
the
playing
bridge.
later on tonight. General quarters.
Tylus, you should be in sickbay.
I'll finish this.
I couldn't just lie there knowing the entire fate of Hotari hangs in the balance. How did it go?
Well, as it could be expected, it was rough. A total disaster. We'll let her down
Went
easy.
about as well as could be expected under the circumstances.
Oh, that's a relief.
Not really. It's basically just a story-based game. It's more like a visual novel, if I'm honest.
That the Elydians agreed to peace.
You're just kind of playing through a, well, essentially a movie with like small tasks in between. There is a deal. It's not real. They're all to con. They're all to con.
I'm afraid the truth is far worse than that.
There's no deal.
No. They're all to con now. The Hatari, the Elydians, everyone.
No. That can't be true.
I'm sorry.
Where will I go? I can't go back.
Nothing left for you. It's time for ritual suicide. You're safe with us. Don't worry about that right now. Hatari is lost. You're safe with us. You can be my
You're always
pet.
safe aboard this ship, and you're welcome to stay as long as you need.
Thank you.
The Federation stands with the Hatari.
She's
You don't have
sad.
to doubt it for a second.
Yellow alert.
Commander Rydick, we need you on the bridge immediately.
Yellow alert.
Commander.
Jordy, I mean...
Didn't opt for the ocular implants.
Maybe someday. The visor was the best the doc could do on short notice.
We've got an Elydian ship, the Veskar, rapidly bearing down on our position.
I'm glad your eyes are okay now, but unfortunately your face skin is horrible.
600 kilometers in closing. Still coming straight for us.
Covered in rocks. Can't be good. Covered in crystal meth.
Commander?
Have you tried hailing them? We should put up our shield. We should put up our shields.
Should we put our shields up? Just as a precautionary measure.
I'd like to avoid escalating this any more than we have
My
to.
God.
Whatever the hell this is.
400 kilometers in closing.
Captain's gonna get us all killed.
Ready, phasers.
Shields up. Phasers ready.
On sale, I suppose, maybe. And if you like story-based games, then it's, I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, there's just not much to do.
That bypassed our shields entirely.
That's impossible. God damn it, return fire. Everything
How'd that bypass our shields? We didn't put our shields up. Captain was being a bitch about it and was like, oh no, we need to be peaceful.
Commander,
I've got this. Just keep firing.
Randomized shield, frequency modulate, shield mutation. We'll do the Borg trick. We'll modulate our shield mutation.
Shields still have no effect.
That doesn't make sense.
Damn it.
I'll try another.
Invert shield polarity.
There. We've got incoming. How do they keep matching our shield frequency?
They couldn't. Unless... They've compromised our shield algorithms. They can bypass our shields at will.
What?
Captain!
Oh no, he fell over. Time for me to take command.
Why'd they stop?
Damage report.
Running on emergency power. Major hull damage on decks 4 through 7. Warp core is stable and intact.
We're completely vulnerable.
Commander, we're being held by the Veskar. It's Galvin.
On screen.
Oh, we still have time.
Commander Rydick, where's your captain? Not dead, I hope. At least, not yet.
Sorry to disappoint you, but he's alive and well.
Unfortunately, he's old and he fell over and broke his hip. He's in sickbay.
I have to give you credit, Commander. You survived longer than I thought you would. But make no mistake, your shields are useless, your weapons ineffective, and there's nothing you can do. I could destroy you at any moment, but I'd rather hear your pleas for mercy first.
Yes, ask us to please for mercy?
Is entirely in my hands, and I'm not in a forgiving mood.
Do your worst. We're at your mercy. We're worth more to you alive. Shit. I want to do. You know what? I want to do the do your worst.
If you want to destroy us, then I invite you to do your worst. We'd rather die with honor than beg for your mercy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You may just get your wish. I've been thinking about what you said, Commander. I don't think you'll find my threat so empty now.
The Veskar's weapons are powering up.
Oh, we made the wrong choice.
But I don't have to needlessly slaughter you.
What? Looks like your weapons are shit.
Despite your insolence. Tell your Federation the Takan are as merciful as they are powerful. That you were fortunate to escape with your
This isn't over, Rockface.
This isn't over.
I assure you, we've only just begun.
I've lost their signal.
Can you track their warp signature?
Exactly.
It's untraceable, just like before.
Our ship is
Notify
protected by
Ambassador
the
Spa.
Corbomite device.
I want everyone in the briefing room to discuss our options.
Anything you shoot at us bounces back at you and sticks to you like glue.
Hull
I
breach
mean,
should be
damage you,
patched
so
up
you
in a matter
more.
of hours. Impulse power is at 67%. Should be fully restored soon.
Still no luck tracking Galvin's warp signature. They've all but disappeared.
Keep trying. Finding that son of a bitch is the best shot we've got.
Language, Captain.
Commander Rydek,
You're in front of
you
the
met
ambassador.
Khan after the ship was attacked. What is your assessment, given our current situation and the losses we have suffered?
We need reinforcements.
I'd rather not fight this alone. We need to call for reinforcements.
In that case, we might have an option. Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire. If anyone could find Galvin, it would be him.
That's assuming he's willing to help us.
True, but there's only one way to find out.
Wouldn't we need to secure authorization from the Federation Council to contact him?
The nearest Federation outpost is Andoria. I can travel there by shuttle and inform them personally of the threat from the Takan. Meanwhile, the Resolute can travel to the Delphi Ardu system in search of Portal 6-3.
I still have my doubts.
I do not. Captain William T. Riker has first-hand experience with the area and with Portal 6-3. His guidance will prove invaluable and should alleviate your concerns.
Delphi Ardu 4 is a restricted zone for good reason. For all we know, we could be walking into a trap. Not to mention the high likelihood Portal 6-3's allegiance will be with the Takan.
Oh my god, can we stun the captain?
just too much of a
Take
risk.
over? Maybe we can reason with them, it's the only way to find them. We do nothing? It's the only way to find them.
Right now, we have no way of knowing where those two Elydian ships are, or where they're going.
Go sit in your
Another
quarters,
Draconian
Captain.
might be able to at least point us
I'll
in the
handle
right
this.
direction.
Or we're the ones pointing him right toward his fellow Takan, making the problem worse.
I am inclined to agree with Commander Rydek. Her logic is sound. This portal may have knowledge that proves to be invaluable, including information on the nature of the Cartabula.
I think Spock's tired of your shit, too.
On the facts at hand.
Then we'll give it our best.
I'll arrange a meeting with Captain Riker.
And I will speak with the Council. They need to understand the magnitude of the situation. I can leave for Andoria immediately. I wish you luck finding Portal 6-3. The very future of the Federation may rest in your
We'll find him, Spock. If we don't, we'll go back in time and get some whales to help us.
It takes a minimum of 8 crew on the bridge to run the ship, so we can expect at least that many hostiles.
If they bioformed Hadri, they know we're coming.
Which means everyone needs to be ready for... Take cover!
Now what? We need that door sealed.
We can handle that. Where do you need us?
There's an access panel there. You should be able to patch into the local systems.
We'll be shot getting there.
I'll cover you. On my signal. Now!
Damn.
I mean, like this, if there was something a little bit more to do than just literally move your mouse, then
What's this?
that would be better.
Gravity. If I invert the artificial gravity inside the bridge, that'll throw anyone on the bridge right up into the ceiling.
He'll never
Good
see it
idea.
coming.
Itasca, get ready to charge.
Charge?
Reversing gravity polarity. Now!
Amazing.
Close it!
Shoot them all
How do
down.
we get them down?
That guy looks happy.
What are we gonna do with them?
One of
Don't
ours.
have time to take prisoners.
So you're just gonna shoot him?
I haven't decided yet.
That's not just up to you.
I'm the ranking officer.
And we're not.
What should we do, guys? Should we shoot them? Take we don't kill prisoners, or they could be useful. I'm conflicted on this one. I feel like maybe we should just shoot them. Alright, we're gonna take the high road this game. Next time we play through, we'll shoot everybody.
These prisoners can be useful to us. But if you kill them, we'll never know.
I can live with that.
Oh, I guess we're gonna kill them anyway.
You're an engineer, not a soldier. This is clearly my territory.
You think you have enemy combatants here? This is a hostage situation. Each one of them has an innocent life inside. I'll keep watch.
They're all pregnant?
As will I. We can't let our guard down around the enemy.
Petty Officer Diaz and I will figure out how to stop the ship.
Let's hurry. The rest of the Khan could show up any minute.
The secret to defeating the Takan is to send them all a bunch of Chinese finger puzzles. That's true. We need Riker to send us a Sun Tzu book so we can read that. Alright. Our tricorder on some stuff.
Look here. It's navigational data.
We saw that already. Headed to the edge of the galaxy.
It's only a display. We couldn't use it to change course or alter speed.
I know that. I was just letting you guys know what I found.
Careful where you point that thing.
It's not active. I can't see any way this would work as a weapon. It's dead.
Out of ammo?
Not sure. Everything under control?
Yes. These Takan haven't made a move. Yet.
And what you're doing is working.
There's plenty more I can do. But it doesn't have to be that way.
That's itching to
Long
kill
as
him.
they behave.
There are two interfaces on top of each other.
This is not a Lydian programming.
Very helpful. Thank you. I'm glad we had to stop at that one so you could just look at it. Alright, now what's this? What a view from the window.
Gotta figure this out before we get... wherever we're going. If the Resolute can't catch up to us, we're in a whole different kind of trouble.
Good thing he took the time to monologue in front of the window.
This console looks unaffected. Engine's a red line, running at full power. But this main drive manifold is spiking way over nominal levels.
Very dangerous.
Even at 100% output, the warp cores wouldn't push this much plasma to the drive section.
That much reactor output would drive us past the theoretical top speed of this ship. So how fast are we actually going?
Very, very fast.
Where's the captain?
Captain Ostego did not survive the atmosphere poisoning.
I'm sorry to hear that.
He died defending the Empire. That's how he'd want it.
Any trouble?
Don't worry about me. Worry about Stretch over there.
Why?
He's looking for any excuse to vaporize the prisoners. But I'll make sure he doesn't. Even if they're the enemy, it's not right.
I'm here if you need a hand.
Just hurry up and figure out this bridge. That's the best way to help.
We looked at everything, right? Guess we have to scan? Ah.
It's the Takan language.
From what I can tell, the ship's systems are actively responding to input.
Which is the opposite of how most bridges work. They usually send commands, not receive them.
It's from an intrusive program.
You think they could do
This
both?
control station won't do us
And receive commands.
These crystals are Takan technology. They seem to be active, just like the rest of their tech. Tetrametric pulses.
I think that's only a feature on the Federation
This
ships.
is the energy signature of Takan technology. Everything they make gives off this type of radiation.
This is a warrior race. They don't need an escape hatch on the bridge.
blocking the inputs. It's not responding at all. Everything I try, it just ignores me.
See, what about your access code?
I thought you had the access codes needed to take control back.
I should, but I can't actually get to the surface, so I can't enter them here. The overriding code is blocking me at the other station. What have they done to this bridge?
Consoles running themselves, some clogged up with crystals that are sending off tetrametric pulses.
But none of this is sending signals outward. It's receiving.
They're flying the ship from somewhere else.
That should be impossible. But it explains why there's less than a full bridge crew. If they aren't flying the ship from the bridge, where are they controlling it from?
The depths of hell. We'll beat it out of the prisoners. Anything else we need to scan? Just saw some like text on there. Oh well. Oh, there. Alright, that's one we already scanned. That we scanned. Maybe this center console?
We're gonna be there in less than an hour.
You can't let that happen.
Hold on, it It would take days to go this distance with our fastest ship. We're traveling at a warp factor many times greater than this ship should even be capable of. Even with the engines pushed as hard as they are, they wouldn't produce this speed.
Whether it's these crystals, or the power from the Cartabula, the Takan have found a way to increase the engine output and top speed. We have to find a way to hit the brakes before we outrun anyone who could help us.
We stop it, so they can't get this ship where they're going, and enact the next phase of their plan. That is, if they don't destroy us all first. I would have thought this ship would disintegrate going this speed. But somehow, that hasn't happened yet.
What's their endgame?
So what is their endgame? They've transformed individuals, they've transformed this ship, in a way. How far will they go?
As far as we let them. Their technology certainly doesn't seem to have limits.
I hate to think what the Cartabula could do if it was plugged into something it was meant to power.
Why don't we go to the engine room and just blow that up?
That's everything. We got some answers.
I don't like what they tell us, though.
If we can learn nothing else, then what's left is to make these Takan talk. If
Heck
they
yeah.
don't, we'll dispose of them.
Hey!
Beat some information out of these people.
That is enough from you.
He's running! Shoot him!
I thought that thing was useless.
It was. No power. Until he touched it. Weapons must be biocoded.
Our technology will only work for one of our kind.
I can assure you, this weapon works just fine for me.
Slow down, Arminta.
You can't control the ship with a disruptor.
But I can use it to control you.
That's my job. Let me hit him.
Let's talk.
Number 1.
The Titan's communications officer says Captain Riker will be ready in just a moment. You need to see this. The report on the data breach.
Damn. It's worse than I'd hoped. They didn't just compromise our shields. They stole the shield algorithms for all of Starfleet as well. Meaning every ship is potentially vulnerable to attack, making this so much worse than it already was.
Starfleet has to know. Stop being a coward.
Given the potential consequences, we should notify Starfleet as soon as possible.
I don't disagree, but I'll reach out to Ambassador Spock about it. I don't want to cause a panic, and I doubt he does either.
I think this guy's in on it too.
I have Captain Riker for you.
I think he's
Let's
been
not mention
changed.
any of this shield business to Riker just yet. Put him through. Captain Riker, this is my first officer, Commander Jara Rydek.
My pleasure.
Sir.
I wish we were all
Hey,
meeting
Professor.
under better circumstances.
So do I, although you and I have actually met before.
We have.
I was a young lieutenant on the Potemkin. You were first officer on the Tuckerman. I piloted you and our science officer in a shuttle to survey quantum resonance in the planetary rings of Residius 6.
Oh, yes. Now I remember.
You know, he gave me some good advice that day about a very difficult job. Yours.
Well,
Sorry.
I'm not one to turn down some words of wisdom, sir.
And let me ask, as first officer on a starship, where does your responsibility lie, first and foremost? To the captain, the crew, or the ship itself?
Oh, this old chestnut. I am curious to hear what she says, though.
The ship.
Well,
The ship is
without
everything.
the ship, we'd be in a lot of trouble. So,
Anybody ever choose the ship when you asked?
I can't say that they have.
The truth is, it's a trick question. Every situation is different, and there are no easy answers. And in some cases, it might not be any of those three. It could be the prime directive. Or the mission.
Yes, so perhaps we should get to the matter at hand. When you were with the Enterprise, you encountered a Takan entity known as Portal 6-3. The Enterprise was held captive in orbit until you were able to convince him to let the ship go.
All of which is detailed in the mission report.
What we want from you is what we can't get from the report. What can we use to get Portal 6-3 to help us?
I've often thought about that over the years. How a small difference in the encounter could have led to disaster. The most important thing is, don't let him push you around. He can appear as a man or as a godlike projection. He'll test you, but don't be overwhelmed by the pageantry and theatrics.
I can stand my ground.
I'll stand up to him. You can trust in that.
Good, but that's just the first step.
You need to
Portal is
read
full
this
of
book.
bluster and bravado, but he can be reasoned with. And that's my other piece of advice. You want to appeal to him rationally. You don't want him thinking you're acting out of fear.
But we are afraid of the Takan, and with good reason.
I'm not
He's not the
afraid of
sort
the
to suffer
Takan.
fools.
You're afraid of the Takan.
And he'll lose interest if he feels his time is being
They
wasted.
really help us. Does he know the Takan are back? We need more options. Does he know?
Do you think he knows that the Takan have returned?
He didn't even know they
Have
were
a good day,
gone when we went in.
Joe.
But the moment the Enterprise dropped into orbit around Delphi Ardu 4, he downloaded the entirety of the ship's computer. So I'd expect the same when you get there.
What if he won't cooperate and we have to face these Takan ourselves?
Then we have a much bigger problem on our hands.
What I mean is, in the 16 years since you discovered this outpost, there has to have been research. Battle plans for what to do about the Takan if we encountered more of them. I need to know what they are.
If I had that answer, it would have been the first thing I told you.
We both know Command has had their share of hidden plans in the past. Like Admiral Hansen and Captain Shelby's Special Projects Division at Starfleet Tactical, devising new ways to take on the Borg.
Trust me, this isn't some Starfleet conspiracy to keep you in the dark. But if you two don't think you're equipped to make contact, you need to tell me now. Because there is no silver bullet here.
Ha!
Now
Risk
not
is
the
our
time.
business.
I need to know you're up to this.
There are some things you can't be prepared for. And if there are no specific tactical solutions, we'll just have to take our chances. After all, risk is our business.
We try to mitigate that risk as best we can. But the Starfleet we know today is built on that attitude.
Books are
Well
dangerous.
said.
There was a special task force that considered the Takan, and I was part of it.
I agree, John.
Because there were no
Captain
other signs
is
of the Empire, we determined the best course
not
of action
acting
was to
normally.
create a restricted zone around the Delphi Ardu system. I have my concerns, but I'll clear the way with the brass for your travel into the restricted space. Just remember what I've told you. And it wouldn't hurt to read some Sun Tzu en route,
I knew it.
or Marcus Aurelius.
Anything else?
Follow your advice.
Machiavelli?
Don't plan on failing. Your support is appreciated. 3. We like
Thank you
Riker.
for your support, Captain Riker.
I wish I could be there myself. But my first officer would probably see to it that I stay on the bridge while they get all the excitement on the away mission. The burdens of command. Rest assured, the Federation is taking this threat very seriously. You won't be alone out there for too long.
Thank you, Captain Riker.
One more thing. Ambassador Spock said that Takan stole some data from your central computer. What's that?
I'm good
all
at spotting
We're still assessing
conspiracies,
the
Professor.
extent of the breach. Nothing to report as of right now.
That's it? Ambassador Spock suggested it was something more serious. Which is why I'm asking.
We're telling them.
One thing we know is that they stole Starfleet shield algorithms.
The shield algorithms? That could jeopardize every ship in the fleet.
We're still making sure our assessment is accurate. We don't want to raise alarms unnecessarily.
This is
Our
as
captain
real as
is.
it gets, Solano. I have to talk to Starfleet Command now, so I think this conversation has come to an end. I really do hope you get Portal 6-3 and find those Takan before this gets out of control. Riker out.
See, Riker
I
should have just given me
specifically said I
command of
wanted
the
to keep
ship.
This under wraps.
Too bad,
I thought we
Captain.
had an understanding.
Couldn't lie for
All
you.
Starfleet will hear about this.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I didn't feel comfortable lying to a superior officer.
I have no problem telling Starfleet. I just didn't want Riker holding this over me. Now I have to think about the damage control of it all. You're dismissed.
He's on to him. Gave him the squinty eyes.
It's the automated Federation warning buoy. Transmitting the disable code Captain Riker provided.
That was unpleasant. Commander Ermont, what are the conditions of our systems?
All internal systems operational.
Commander Westbrook, what are your scans of the planet?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
No sign of this outrageously powerful Takan being?
I'm running a magneton scan now, but so far...
Won't even acknowledge that slanderous statement, Professor.
Prep your way, team. We don't know if Portal 6-3 will cooperate. If he's not an asset, he's an enemy. So be ready for anything.
Not for the timid.
Prove you're worth keeping alive for a little while longer.
I cannot stop this ship any more than you could stop the tides.
Not good enough.
The impotent threats of a lower life form do not sway me. I will not bend to you. I was born 600,000
Like you
years
better
ago.
as Caspor. Don't you want to live?
Today.
Are you the scion? Oh, we'll do the weird one. Are you the scion of the flame?
Are you the scion of the flame?
My name is Zan Uglosa. I was born in the final days of the Age of Makto. We are all scions of the flame. Every one of us who have traveled across the Bridge of Time to be here for the Great Awakening. We have all sworn ourselves to the cause.
Eventually, one of you will break.
You don't understand how overmatched you truly are. This craft was nothing before we imbued it with the speed required by our mission. And the Cartabula produces enough energy to drive an entire fleet of ships like this one. But when we wake the Aphelion, we won't need a fleet.
The Aphelion?
Only then will you understand the might of the Takan Empire. Reborn in this time.
And when you wake the Aphelion, what are you going to do with it?
Anything we want.
Come on! This goes from bad to worse unless you do what they say.
Oh. What did you do, woman?
You can't stop the ship.
Then he will. Or we cut off his hands and use them ourselves.
That's an idea.
The moment I reduce speed or change our heading, the others will know. First, they'll just resume course from elsewhere. Trivial matter. And then, they will come here. For you, this is a dead end.
We can deal with it.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
Not if they're just going to start it again.
So you believe him?
I'm not sure.
Why would you tell us all this?
I tell you, because I value my own life. When my fellow scions come, and they will come, I expect you'll all act like the savages you are, and a battle ruins you. You've all died once. I don't intend to do so again. I won't touch those controls. If you want to get us killed, do it yourselves.
You fear death. There's a way to stop this ship for good, and he knows how. He just needs more pressure.
What kind of pressure?
We hurt him, he'll talk. Trust me.
That's against Starfleet protocol.
You're not on a Starfleet ship. Your protocol does not apply. We take the
That's
action
true.
that will lead to our victory. Don't assume your moral code takes precedence above all others.
Uh-oh. We're faced with a moral choice. I believe we should break his arm. Oh no. Find another way.
I'm not gonna torture them.
For now.
Not like this. There's gotta be something we can work with here.
Damn it, we should have broke his arm.
This area here?
Power generation. The warp cores.
It's deserted. Going this fast, it would be too dangerous to force a warp collapse by cracking one of the propulsion coils. I could rupture the hull, end up damaging the Cartabula in the process.
And that risks tearing a hole in space.
We can't have that.
Engine status. Right. The warp cores are still practically redlined. However they've supercharged the Zeldi, it still relies on existing systems.
They just amplify the output?
But the Takan have already interfaced with those systems. The controls will be no use. So we'd have to find a way to manually shut down the warp cores.
Might not be a manual shutdown as much as it'll be sabotage.
No one appears to be guarding it. I think I can get us there. But once we're in, do you really think you can cripple my ship? Not something I'd normally ask. But I'm...
You're about to time travel? I got this.
I got this. I'm an engineer. This is my territory.
Then we'll follow your lead.
This plan of yours has one problem.
You have to go into the future to rig the game, so I lose again? Understood.
Now, this is how we do the most good. For the Empire.
For the Empire.
So, Carter, you didn't beam out after all. I thought you'd escaped when we boarded.
Uh-oh. Crazy girlfriend's back.
And Millie's there with you too, right? It's
Miss
good
me?
you two are together.
Sounds like you miss me.
Miranda might have. She was so hopeful about you.
It was hot for you.
But that's not why I called. You're not a fighter. I know it. You know it. That's why you're hiding. Somewhere on this ship. But the Takan Empire has so much to offer you. Think of all the knowledge lost for 500,000 years that you'd have access to. I know you want more from life, and I want to show you what you could be a part of. Not just the wonders you've already seen from us. In our time, we had the power to move stars. Carter, you have a thirst for discovery. And a part of you would remain to experience the things I can show you. But if you try to fight it...
You don't know what you're doing. Miranda, we can help you, but you have to fight.
Miranda is a part of us now. She's accepted that.
You're lying.
I have no reason to lie. Every one of us on this crusade has fought wars more brutal and consuming than you could fathom. But I want to reach a peaceful resolution to this.
No, you don't.
Carter, we have a plan for you. And for the others, too. We don't want to have to destroy you.
There's no comparison. What's the plan? I'll negotiate with Miranda. I'll negotiate with my woman.
I'll negotiate with Miranda. Our Miranda. When you release her.
She's still here. In a way. We can continue this conversation in person. I'll see you on the bridge very soon.
Uh-oh. We need to run.
She's tracking our location with them.
If we have to use force to free our fellow Scions, there will be casualties.
We can't stay here. And we need to disable the transmitters.
Where'd you go? You don't want to talk to me?
She's trying to keep you talking.
I mean, I get it. But I'm trying to help you.
Aw, she's angry with us now.
Got it.
Mine's done too.
Time to hit the road.
You've forgotten something. They know where we're going.
Set to stun. You're not going to shoot a guy who's unconscious, are you?
You keep getting in my way.
We've managed this far without doing it your way.
We are hardly in control of this situation. And now we have loose ends.
You know what? You can argue on the way. Now let's move it.
We all know what direction, Professor. Okay. The last guardian. Oh no. The giant crystals.
Our coordinates match the exact location where Riker met Portal 6-3.
Unlike Riker's team, we beamed down without a problem.
It's quiet.
Portal has to know we're here.
If he won't come to us, we'll go to him.
Portal!
Spread out.
We have traveled far.
Already gave it a scan. Dead. Whole planet feels like it's been turned to stone.
Doctor?
Commander, keeping an eye on those Duridium levels? Good. Last thing we need are your cells destabilizing on a hostile alien planet.
Not your bitch.
This is where Portal 6-3 projected his image.
He was guarding this bridge. That has to mean something.
We'll move forward when you're ready, Commander.
Let's do this. Lady Jordy.
Follow me. Ends here. Is it me, or did that path just disappear?
There was a path there a moment ago.
There must be an explanation.
Tetrametric pulses.
Same energy as the other Takan technology.
Well, most of the crystals appear dormant. What's different about this one?
Readings indicate there's a cavity in the rock right behind it.
We could try melting a hole through the wall with our phasers.
Commander is very fond of whips.
Nothing.
There's gotta be a weakness. Somewhere it isn't totally solid.
Aha!
An illusion.
I'm sure that wall was as real as the rest of them. I felt it.
It's almost like our holodeck technology, but far more advanced.
The crystals must be absorbing the energy from our phasers.
I'm picking up something. A biosignature. It's faint, but it's there.
With me.
Another dead end.
Or another illusion.
Crewman LaRue, if you would.
Guess we'll just have to destroy some crystals.
Devolve
Nice
to
job.
Resolute. Beam Crewman LaRue directly to medical.
Is he okay?
He'll live.
Not all crystals work the same.
How would you know that? You didn't even scan
Don't
them.
fire
You
your phasers at any crystals unless we're sure they're putting out the same pulses as before.
Commander, I may be able to speed up the process. I can now detect many different wavelengths of radiation simply by looking. The Takan radiation is unusual, so I can't quite clear it all up, but I was able to eliminate many of the non-tetrametric crystals. Your tricorder should warn you.
That's an enormous help. Thank you, Lieutenant.
It's my honor.
See, you're better now that we gave you weird eyes.
Tetrametric. Good sign.
Commander!
Commander, a bridge has appeared.
Trust, but verify.
Indeed.
Portal wants you to come alone. Gotta be this one. No? Ah, there you are.
Good.
I mean, it's basically just the orange ones.
Tetrametric. Better go see what's different.
Wait. Okay, so our path is blocked now. Oh.
The way's clear. Good work, Commander.
We'll make sure it's safe.
Oh my god, she just teleported herself. Those are some big crystals.
The
They're
plants
so
here are
big.
actually alive. Is this the biosignature you detected, Doctor?
No, not a match.
Tetrametric.
then it's creating an illusion as well.
Based on the data we have so far.
Only one thing left to do.
Everyone fire.
Be ready to beam us out if it turns out we're wrong.
Duval to Resolute. Lock transporter on away team.
Oh my god, the ship's been destroyed.
There's nothing like this in any Federation record.
The plants. Barbarians.
It's him.
How dare you disturb me? I'd hoped you had enough sense to leave of your own accord, but here you stand. Fools. In another time, I would have destroyed you and your ship simply for setting foot in this place. Fortunately for you, that time has passed. Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire. We've come a long way to meet you. Guardian?
My starship.
I am guardian of nothing. The Takan no longer exist. Don't care to be reminded. If this is why you've come, then you should leave. Now.
We need your help. No, they've returned.
I'll cut right to it. The Takan have returned.
Returned? My people have come back? How can that be? I've been alone for so long. If it is true, how did they return?
Draconian technology made it possible. To enable the transfer of consciousness from one being to another after physical death. We call it bioforming. A group of Draconians calling themselves Scions of the Flame used it to reawaken after hundreds of millennia.
Scions of the Flame?
No.
Is something wrong?
I'd hardly call them Takan. They were a radical faction with beliefs outside the mainstream. Beliefs that lesser life forms should serve as vessels to ensure Takan immortality. You want me to help you destroy them. That's why you've come. You want to destroy these scions.
We want to bring peace.
There is a war looming that could engulf the quadrant. We want you to help us bring about peace before it gets to that point.
Peace always comes at a cost.
They have an incredibly powerful energy source they call the Cartabula.
These scions have the Cartabula.
And they've used it as a weapon against us.
I will speak with you alone.
Oh my god. Welcome to my bedroom. I mean, my special chamber.
Where are we? Where's my team?
This is where I sleep.
Where we left them. That the scions have stolen the Cartabula is deeply concerning. And to be honest, I'd rather speak with you alone, John Rydek. Your colleagues don't know what it means to be the last of one's kind. You and I are remnants of fallen civilizations. The Kobliad, the Takan. One dying, one dead. Our species could not be more different, but we both know the meaning of loss.
Hey, Tokyo.
The others wouldn't understand. It's beyond their ability to comprehend.
Not alone. See, you're hurting. We're not so different, old man.
We're more alike than you might realize, in that we accept the inevitability of loss.
If only you understood the glory of the Takan Empire's past.
Why don't you? Why do you keep leaving? And why don't you take me with you? I'm done playing games with you, old man. I'm gonna shoot you when I get up here.
Tell me, why spend your days away from your own people when so few of them are left? Why live your life working for this federation to which the Koblia do not even belong? And submit yourself to their authority.
Federation help the Kobliad. I believe in the principles. Don't want to wait out my days. Interesting. We will say, I believe in the principles.
The Federation isn't an authority to be obeyed. At its heart, it's a set of principles meant to ensure the survival and safety of all species, regardless of their origin. You told Riker you'd wait until you were needed. You're needed now. We need you.
Portal likes me.
As much as it pains me to learn the Cartabula has fallen into the hands of the Scions, my services are not up for offer.
Son of a bitch. I'm
To be chosen as a portal was to give one's entire self to the cause of protecting the Takan Empire. I left behind everything I know, and now you want me to...
I turned it down before. There.
People.
Everyone was complaining that the game was too loud last time.
And everything I vowed to protect.
Takan had their time. They are killing to come back. The bioformed are imposters. I think we will go with the Takan had their time.
The Takan had their time. The Empire rose and fell like so many others. What you call bioforming, we thought of as a marginal science. But if these reborn Takan plan to restore the Empire, is that a disaster to be avoided? Takonian technology is so advanced, it could save millions of species currently on the brink of extinction, including your own. And at the price of a small few, think of how the many could benefit. Instead, it sounds as if you're...
The professor already went into the future and fixed the game, so he already knows the outcome.
I don't think you've given this full consideration.
I disappeared for a
You may
reason.
have more to
You
gain
won't just roll
than to
over.
lose.
We knew bioforming was wrong. You knew bioforming was wrong. 3. You knew it was wrong.
You told me your people didn't use bioforming. That's because you knew it was wrong. Wrong to employ on an individual basis, and surely wrong on a galactic scale. You are correct. The Takan did not use bioforming on a large scale. That the way these Scions are using it would not have been accepted when the Empire still stood. I'm curious to see these Scions masquerading as true Takan. So I will go with you, and we shall find them. But when we do, I will judge them myself as a guardian of the Takan.
You said you weren't a guardian.
Understand their true intentions, for better or worse.
As your right.
It's certainly your right to make your
As
own
the guardian,
decisions.
non-guardian.
I won't tell you otherwise. Very well. I'll return.
Commander!
Hold your fire. I'm all right. He's coming with us.
We assumed the worst.
She's perfectly fine. Now then, shall we?
Just had some private time.
All right. We can beam up your... Do you have any equipment or tools?
The Staff of Justice. Oh, wait. The Staff of Transportation.
Whoa.
Or
this
is all I need.
Oh my god, he's turned into Thanos. Don't let him
OA
snap.
Team +1, ready to beam up.
Back at the edge of the galaxy. The overload incident.
4 warp cores. That's interesting.
Overkill.
Redundancy. If one goes down in battle, we can still operate.
Makes this more difficult, though.
This ship can maintain warp with half the cores offline. We'll need to disable 3 of them.
Where are the engine schematics? Power flow routing charts.
We're soldiers, not engineers. I thought you would know what to do.
Aha!
We understand how to operate it under normal conditions.
All that talk about being soldiers, and look what it comes down to. You need a couple of engineers.
Yes, we do.
Lucky for you, that's our specialty.
You at least know where we should start?
This way.
We're on a time crunch here, lady. Let's go.
What are we dealing with?
One of the warp cores powering the Zeldi. Thermal output indicates each core alone could not sustain minimal warp, but harmonic confusion of at least 2 cores would produce an exponential increase in power. The giant ball, radiation-resistant casing protecting the warp core's antimatter, matter-antimatter reaction chamber. How am I supposed to scan? Guessing it's in one of these other modes. 2 of 3 anomalies detected. Ah, there you are. Coolant regulator. Thermostatic sensor relays temperature signals to automated coolant valve controls.
Cores are running really hot. Makes sense, since they've been producing at max output since we left Hotari space.
No ship can run for very long like that. Not before a catastrophic failure hits.
It's right on the edge. We just need to figure out a way to give it a push.
I bet that console down there could tell us a few things.
Good call, engineer. Unhelpful. Crewman, non-essential.
Whatever we do, we need to make sure the Takan can't undo it.
So we need a way to permanently disable the reactors that won't destroy the ship and kill us all in the process.
Look at that cinematic.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Warp core ejection. So the question is, how do we make it happen? The reactor coolant system is operating at emergency containment levels.
It's just barely keeping the temperature in check.
Maybe we can use that. If it gets this high, their system considers a reactor breach imminent. They've locked out the controls here too. No surprise there.
I can't release it.
So if we want to get the core out, we'll have to force the system to do it.
Or trick it.
Like we saw on the bridge, all 4 warp cores are operating at full capacity. The safety protocols don't look much different from the Resolute. Breach protection. Reduce output, command override.
Probably the last
Cease matter,
chapter we
antimatter flow,
do
command
today.
override. Emergency
So I can
warp
grab
core
some
ejection.
dinner before we play.
Computer control.
Even command functions can't override one of the most crucial safety measures.
So the protocol's still active. That's good. Looks like if sensors show a core is about to rupture, the computer will eject it automatically rather than risk a breach.
So we need to increase the warp core's temperatures.
If we destroy the coolant regulators, there won't be anything to keep these reactors from going over.
And it will trigger the ejection. Let's peel these suckers open. I'll take that one.
I'll take the one next to it.
The second you two start dumping cores, the Takan will know we're here.
We'll be vulnerable.
We have to finish
Stuck in
it.
one place while you work.
Good under pressure. Start thinking.
We will have to make a stand.
Start thinking about an escape plan. I have a feeling we're gonna need one.
Hey, Philip.
We'll barricade
Welcome back,
the door.
Thomas.
Work quickly.
We're about to sabotage some warp cores. With, crewman useless over here.
We might not have our tools, but our phasers can do this in a pinch.
Phasers can do everything. They have four.
Better get this
Philip.
right. If we foul it up and this whole thing goes boom,
There goes the
don't know
galaxy.
how much damage that Cartabula will do if we accidentally crack it open.
We won't be around.
Look on the bright side. If it all goes to hell, we won't be around to see the fallout.
That certainly inspires confidence. It's not a Starfleet warp core, but the coolant regulator has to be in here somewhere.
Don't screw this up, Fernando. Hernando Diaz. Diego Rodriguez.
There you are. Time to heat things up.
Warning. Warning. Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core.
Okay, now they're definitely gonna know we're down here.
Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
one more to go.
They're here.
They're cutting through the door. We don't have much
I don't
time.
think we have either. It's a first. This game has made Trek history.
Okay, same as before. We just gotta...
Oh no, it's a more stand behind something and shoot. Oh no.
Go! Finish!
What do you mean finish? Thought we were finished. Oh, we have to destroy these cores too, I guess. No!
Would you mind not shooting at the matter-antimatter reactor?
I'll cover you.
What? No!
Get the work done. We're all dead.
Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core. Warp drive
job.
disengaged.
Yogi's feeling there are no Mexicans in space on Star Trek. Joke was always bull though, that's true. Oh, why not?
You got another way out of here?
I
think so.
Losing everybody. You guys suck at security.
Hey, Tosca, can you climb?
If you say no,
I'll see you on the parade
we should
grounds
just
of
shoot you.
Sorella, my friend.
Oh my god. You were shot with you have a flesh wound in your leg and you can't climb. You're clearly standing there fine. See ya, Jeff. I'll see you on the battlefield.
I'm right here.
Oh no.
Not you, too.
Calm yourself, child. It will all be better soon.
Worse things than death. Welcome to the Empire.
Wake up, Manka Umet. Return to us. Rejoin the flame.
To reclaim what was lost.
We don't need to watch this.
I do. I want to remember every moment when I make them pay. But this isn't the end. I will avenge you, Tosca. Swear to me, you will join me in this.
How about we try to save her?
That's a dream.
We'll avenge her.
I swear, we will make them pay for it.
We've lost too many people to these monsters. Alright. Since that's the chapter mark, guys, and it's almost 7, I think what we're gonna do is go ahead and... Did we see that save? I certainly hope. And we're gonna probably go ahead and end it here, guys, so I can grab some food before we play some Jeopardy tonight. So probably get back to this either tomorrow or on Monday night. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go and grab some food, and then I'll probably see you guys over on John DeMarco's channel tonight for some sweet Jeopardy action, where I destroy the competition for the 85th week in a row. And yeah, later on tonight, afterwards, I don't know, depending how long it goes, I suppose I might play some Mahjong a little bit later, so I might be back on for a little bit. But other than that, thanks a lot, and see you later. Bye.